Hi Scorpio, I'm John, and welcome to my channel Cup of Tarot. This will be your reading for February 2021. Please keep in mind that this reading is general. It may or may not resonate with you, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. I'll be taking 3 oracle cards from this deck to gauge into the energy for February for you, and I'll be pulling tarot cards afterwards. What does Scorpio need to know for February 2021? Okay. We have moment to moment, consciousness, and possibilities. So what I'm seeing is that right now the direction you're heading is really nice because there's a good balance between your physical world and your mental world. And what I mean by that is that as much as you might be in your head, you're also living in the moment, which requires, I think, self-mastery. It's not something easy to do. And having those traits, you can see the full picture, just like this eagle does. Yeah. And then that way you can look for whatever's appealing for you, suits you the most, and you have a very wide range of opportunities. And there's also the sun rising, so it's the morning time, I guess. It is. And there are a lot of layers of mountains and of soil. So I think you're about to plant something. You're about to plant something, actually. It could be in terms of a relationship, career, or family. It will be different for each and every one of you. But the land is open for that. It's open for the use, and you're wide awake. That's what I can tell. You've been working very hard. Like being awake in the morning and then having the consciousness, being able to see everything and living in the moment. That's beautiful. So I think living in the moment in here means that yes, you're very present at this time, at now, but at the same time, you're very aware of your surroundings, of the environment, and where you could pull those opportunities from, and how to use them for your highest good. Now, let's see what tarot has to say for you. What does Scorpio need to know for February 2021? Messages for Scorpio. 8 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. We got it in reverse, so I'll keep it that way. 9 of Swords. And we have the Empress. Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. Beautiful. And under the deck, we have 10 of Swords in reverse. So you're already moving away from that pain and from those hard lessons that you newly learned. So it's something fresh. So you're recovering, you're still in the recovery mode, you're in your emotions, but there's a lot of healing waiting for you. With the Eight of Cups, you're moving away from a situation. And it doesn't mean that it's because of frustration or sorrow. It's because you want to understand things from a different perspective, to understand what you want and how to achieve those goals. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I think for a very long time you've been wondering, why is not, things that I want not growing? Why is there no growth? No expansion? I've been working on this, and then it's still, there's a pile of things. These are piling up and I cannot get rid of them. Things that I eliminate from the list, there's more to come, and I feel drained, and I really want to pursue what really speaks to my soul. And with this card, Nine of Swords, there's some worries. And this is also the card that I see as, the thoughts that are haunting you late at night, but also be aware of your health at this moment. And I think if you're having any health issues, and of course, I'm not a professional, so please seek professional advice for that. There are things related to, there's a connection between your mental and physical body. If there's something off on your mental body, it will be reflected on the physical. And I've been through that last year, and that's also how I became a spiritual person, or someone who believes in what I'm doing right now. I was incredibly sick, and I was making sure that I was eating healthy, I was physically active, and the only thing that I had in my life was, I think, stress, which I was working on it, and then still I was getting sick. It was like a vicious cycle. And one day it got really worse, and I ended up at the hospital twice, the emergency room. And that moment really hit me because I was getting sick for so many times because I was not happy at where I was. And the only thing that was taking me away from my happiness was my approach, was my perspective, and then the way I looked and perceived the events, where I was, how people were, how the world is. And still it really bothers me so much because there isn't much I can do about it. And I've always had so many expectations from people, from politicians, from the world, to have more peace and harmony. And then the moment that I realized that it was all within me, that I could create peace and then have it in my external reality, no matter how chaotic everything is right now, it is possible. It takes a lot, but I see you working on it with these two cards being in this position. Having the Queen of Cups right underneath the Nine of Swords is telling me that you're gonna receive your ultimate happiness very soon, and you're on a retreat with this card, so no wonder why that word wanted to come out. And with the Queen of Cups in here, you're battling with those tides, ebbs and flows, ups and downs of life and emotions. And when you're a Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio myself too, our emotions are not, they're not like an average person's emotions. They're they're on the extremes. If we're happy, we're extremely happy. And if we're sad, we're extremely sad. There's no in between. It has to be, with that roller coaster ride. That's how it feels for me, at least. And you're learning to surf those waves, just like the waves in here. And this person is holding something. It's like a trophy. And there's a hidden figure right under the throne. And that reminds me of things from your childhood. So the way you conditioned yourself, maybe, There's some patterns coming from your childhood, maybe the way you were raised, the environment you lived in, or not that long ago, maybe it happened in maybe high school or maybe recently. I don't know. Not recently. It has to be to do with your childhood, I think. But those deep rooted thoughts, I think they are the ones that are really taking you away from your joy and from this abundance. So the Empress, ruled by Venus, the card of Taurus and Libra. I think this is where you want to be at life, living in peace and harmony, happy, knowing your worth, and attracting abundance, prosperity, and love your way. You will understand what's really in front of you, and you will cut it out with the sword. Ace of Swords. It's one of my favorite cards because one, it's about clarity. Whatever's been stuck, whatever's been unclear will change, and you will be able to act quickly. And this is also about thoughts because swords are they represent the air element, mental body communication. So whatever's been lacking in your life, whatever's been, if I only had those words coming out of that person's mouth, everything would be much better. So that's a possibility if it's in your, if that's something you would want to have. Because we have the Empress, the Ace of Swords, and Queen of Cups right next to each other. There's definitely growth and also coming to terms with your feminine side. It doesn't matter if you're female or male, we both have both masculine and feminine. And they're in balance. They will be very soon. And that's when you will be attracting love into your life. More, experiences that are that you can clearly see that it's for your favor. And under the deck, oh yeah, we've already been there. We have King of Pentacles, and it's in reverse too. So your stability, I think, that's what you're working on right now. And if love is on your mind, or if there's someone from your past with this person, I don't think they're ready to commit. King of Pentacles, upright, it's like the treasure. This person has everything together. They know where they are at. They know their worth, what they want, and how to achieve it. But with it in reverse, there's more moment. There's some time has to be passed so that they would reach the maturity of yours. But at the same time, what I'm feeling with this, when I'm trying to look from your perspective and where you are right now, I think you're currently busy building your own ground, your foundation. And with the events that have happened, especially with this, because this is the heaviest, this is heavier than a Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. This is not only about love, this is also about your connection with others, how you view things. We also communicate to ourselves. So I think this month you will be getting rid of all of those thought patterns and energies that do not serve you, and you will clear out the space for growth, both financial and emotional, which is beautiful. I'm wishing you good luck in this journey. It's really beautiful, and you will see the results within the month. So it will be full of things. That's how I would put it. And it's beautiful. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please let me know. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.